Colonel Failure, and this is Cities Skylines. For the last couple of episodes, we've been working on our new industrial area, which is being built in part to hopefully deal with some of the traffic problems, but equally to kind of space things out a bit, ease production, and get public services moving around a bit. At the moment, the city has been on pause for quite some time while I've been building, and I've just finished prepping the power solution for this new switch on. We have moved from solar into nuclear. Yes, bring out the big guns. Let's not muck about with, hoping the sun comes out. Let's bring on the big stuff. So we've built ourselves a nuclear power plant over on one of these Eye-Junctions here. And as you can see from last time round, I've pretty much built the rest of the infrastructure needed in order to unpause the game. Now, we're unpausing in a precarious position because we're currently hemorrhaging 38,000 a week. Now, I've tweaked the budget, but I've not seen what the effect's going to be yet. And we're losing population at the moment because obviously we've got plague outbreak again. So let's see what happens. Right, let's unpause. Here we go. Let's go for just regular speed. Okay, so my budget tweaks have helped with the deficit. We are producing so much more power than we need at the moment. So let's cut that right back. How's that looking? 19,000. 19. We can weather 19,000. We're not quite producing enough now. Typical. That's what you get for min-maxing. Let's hit that to 70%. How's that look? Right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so we're looking to see how quickly we build up, so where new industry actually moves in. And hopefully it should do, because we just booted all of the previous industry out. Budget's more or less under control. Budget's looking healthy. Water's good. Power's right on. Okay. So, with a bit of luck, we'll get people moving in. Let's get rid of this overlay and see if we're getting any happy-go-lucky industrious folk moving in yet. Come on. I don't have time to sit around here all day. Where's all this traffic going? They all want to come off there in order to get over here. Well, that is not as designed, is it? All right, okay, let's slow it back down. I'm not going to pause it. We're gonna keep things moving, but let's get people moving in the right direction. Hey, so we've got a 6-lane on here at the moment, and I'm not thrilled about that as a concept, but let's put that on there, and that should drag some of the traffic off this section. Where are they all going to? I guess it's because it's, in fact, guessing is not required. It is the simplest way to get to all of this residential area here. Wow, that's created a major snarl up in no time at all. I love it. And don't at the same time. So here we go. So here's our cargo train on... yep, business as usual. There's an ambulance queuing. Cargo trains coming in, which is going to tip out a lot. I knew this area would be busy simply because it's got a cargo terminal there, but what I hadn't anticipated was this madness. If I speed it back up again, maybe people will twig that actually they can come off at the next junction. Or are people that ridiculously stupid that they're just going to come off at this one? I think we can put our money on ridiculously stupid. Okay, right, come on, have we got any industry moving in yet? Little bits of industry moving in. Well, we are holding firm in a budgetary sense, so, that's no reason for undue panic. Alright, we've got to get this junction moving, so I'm going to traffic manager that into oblivion for the time being. Add priority signals. Now this is going to be... actually, let's switch traffic lights off. And then with some priorities on here, we're going to give priority both that way and that one. Phew. Okay. Yeah, how quickly this pans out, I've no idea. Actually, I'm also going to change the permitted routes from this one, so they're no longer able to turn right, and hopefully that will get rid of some of the demand to use this particular section and replace it over here. And as you can see, that people have started to suss. We're no longer queuing under here. Hopefully that clears through soonish. Right, I need some power out here. Oh, it'll get there. It's not far off. Just build it anyway and get it over and done with. Right, where else have we got power shortage? There we go. That should help on that front. Go on. There you go. And out here as well, because obviously this is happens on a regular common basis with the game, is people decide to build where you haven't plumbed all your services in yet. They go, oh, this is lovely, this is. Oh, it hasn't got water, or power, or in fact a road. I'm going to take this across here as well. Now that's it. This section should also be on the main power network, so because we've got it queuing across here. This lot is also unconnected. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Wait! Where are you all going? What's the matter? Why are you sad? Okay, well they're leaving. They've left town. Did I leave them without power or something like that? Why have you left town? It's unusual. They'll be back. Probably. Get rid of that. I want to talk to these people. Multiple problems. What are the multiple problems you're talking about? Are the fact that it's empty. They haven't got power. All right, let's make sure that the nuke is geared up. Come on, big fella. Let's bring some sunshine to everybody's day here, in an electrical sense. There we go. Right, look, you should have more than enough power now, especially since everyone's moved out. And everyone really has moved out. Interesting. Did not see that coming. Still, plenty of power for everyone now. And this is also a good opportunity for us to get some public services under control again. Most strange, and not something that I foresaw. There we go. Look, people are moving out everywhere. Maybe this is the plague knock-on. Maybe that's what I'm seeing, or maybe it's yes. In fact, it's more likely down to my having bulldozed a hell of a lot of jobs that people are moving out. Right, the traffic here has now largely got itself back together again. We do have some queuing going on here. Okay, alright, well that's not so bad. No one has picked up on my enterprising shortcut route here. So coming this way, if I'm turning right, I can zip up here, get on this little mini roundabout, and then come off over here and be straight over where I want to be. But no one seems to have caught on to that one yet. It looks terribly fashionable, but isn't actually picking up much business. That said, for the most part, it is flowing though. The roundabouts seem to be moving a little slowly, and I think that's as much down to the speed at which it takes people to drop off the end. So I think, you know, if you notice that they're having to slow a little before taking this corner. But I'm sure that'll, as long as the queue doesn't build up, and we won't have particularly heavy traffic at the moment because the city's, the city's population is dropping off at the moment. But let's get some priorities on these junctions anyway. Let's make sure that these are performing as they are supposed to. There you go. And actually, that second priority signal there is almost, well, isn't almost redundant. It is redundant. Now, if I don't let people through here, we're going to get a queue build up there. And what are you chaps queuing for? You're queuing to let these imbeciles on who are not just going into the left lane. If you were to merge onto the left lane there, friends, you wouldn't be slowing down this middle lane. Especially since you're then moving back onto the left lane in order to get off. Well, okay, look at that. That's horrible. Where are we? Oh, okay, that's back in the bit that I haven't fixed yet. That's good. Not my problem. Right, what else have we got going on? Very heavy. And it's quite interesting the amount of traffic that actually wants to turn, as we're looking at it, left here. And, you know, don't get me wrong, the city is still, you know, somewhat fractional in the sense of not everything's filled in yet. Fragmented? Fractional? Pick the word you prefer. So it's inevitable that we're not going to be seeing an even flow of traffic to everywhere. The stuff is moving, apart from these idiots. Look at them. Switching lanes for no reason at all. It goes on to this one. This one's queuing as well, but again it's queuing because of the exit traffic. And that really is a major queue trying to get over here. So, what have we got there at the moment? We've got traffic lights here. Yeah, let's turn those off. Let's put priority signals on there. You can flame in yield, and you two have right away. Right, and if that doesn't build up any traffic there, that should ease that queue back out. There we go, look at it go. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of traffic coming into the more housing area. But this is what we're aiming for. We are trying to get rid of all queues. If not completely, I think getting rid of them completely is a, you know, that's a foolish aspiration that can't be done. But rather, I'm intending to get it to the point that queues are constantly moving. Right, I'm going to try this here. So I'm going to let's tell you what I'm going to do. So this is the container port kicking out, which is creating, you know, a fairly significant queue here, which, you know, to be expected. And what I want to do is I want to get this traffic going much faster, and part of that is because of the priorities that I've shifted here. Now, we know for a fact that some of these guys are going to want to end up down there, so I'm going to stick a quick bypass road over the top of here. I mean, this will also come into its own when I start to build up, when I start to build the road further in this new zone area anyway. Right, now, if you were to get over there, that would make me rather pleased. There you go. Right. Okay, and in fact, I'm going to zone some roads up. No, I'm not going to zone some roads. I'm going to build some roads. Build some roads. That's the word we wanted. I'm going to build some road up now. Just so it's ready to go. Or rather, just so that I've got kind of a partial network ready. We can go as far as here. There we go. Nice, perfect square. And then we'll do that. That'll do it. Okay, so that can be zoned at some point. Meanwhile, let's take that onto there. And then we'll... do we want to take it off this big junction here? Yeah, I suppose we do, actually. Well, rather, it doesn't make any difference. There we go. So we might see some of these guys peel off and go round and out that way. I don't think I've made that a desirable enough route, to be honest. But there we go. We have got a big chunk of traffic going on here. And to be honest, that's not going to clear because we're getting enough piling up on that side to almost guarantee that it doesn't clear. So I think what we need here is a cheat road. We'll make it single lane. Up and over for you, friends. Now this isn't actually going to help that much because, and actually, you know what, I'm going to do something different with this. Over here, yeah, go on, and then down on that, not quite as aggressively would be nice. That's it, that's it, take the corner, back down onto the ground, and so this way we're merging them into, as we look at it, lane 3, which means it shouldn't interfere with the queues that had been building the other side. So let's see if anybody twigs that that's a viable alternative. It's a strange looking piece of road, I'll admit, but if it pays off even for a moment, then everybody in the world will be happy about it. So as you can see, from our container port, our train kind of container station here, it is largely working. The knock-on is just right here. It's at this junction. People are by and large getting where they want to go. Although, what the heck is going... The priorities here are all skew with, I'll tell you that for nothing. Priorities. This side, ideally, or is that both sides? It is both sides. Alright, cool. There you go, just like that. That should sort it out. I want those bins going where they need to go. Oh, I see. They're trying to get under there. Why are they trying to get under there? Yeah, okay, so I need a more robust junction solution here at some point. But is anybody taking my beautiful new road? It is beautiful. There we go. Well, and in fact it has fixed it. This queue now remains almost purely as a result of these imbeciles merging onto the middle lane rather than the left-hand lane. Why would you do that? To the extent that I'm going to bulldoze this just for a sec. No, I shouldn't have to. That is... I thought maybe I was using the wrong bit of road, but no, I have actually got slip road on there. I don't understand why they do that, unless it's, you know, it's some clever pathfinding to make it so that this top deck roundabout here can merge onto the left lane without interference. Whatever the reason, it's stupid. There is no good reason. However, that's cleared out the kind of the traffic merging section of that particular eye. What have we got going on here? This one's also a little on the screwed up side. This one I feel may benefit. Hang on. Okay, this one's partly hosed because the guys going this way have decided they want to go back in the direction they just came from. So somewhere I'm missing an opportunity for them to head towards a destination that they actually want to hit. So if I maybe, if I stick one of these, if we start it here perhaps. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? There we go. If I stick it here perhaps. Go on. No, go on. That, no, you showed me it. That, there, that. Yes. Up. Punch it. And then over. Yes, and then down here. Right. See what anybody feels about that. Now, admittedly, that doesn't really lead anywhere at the moment, but it will do. There we go. Yeah, see, some people are feeling it. They're going, oh yeah, oh that's making my life much better. And then they're coming back on themselves. Interesting. Well, why are you on the wrong side of the carriageway to begin with? Where did you want to go? So if they came through here and they want to turn right... We are beta testing this junction at present. Right, I'm coming this way. I want to turn right. How do I turn right coming this way? In answer to my question, you don't. Right, there's a problem with the junction. And I think that's going to be contributing towards some of the traffic problems. We can go straight, we can go left, we can't go right. Which is leading to people having to take longer journeys in order to come back on themselves. I'm not overjoyed about the number of people taking this sneaky side street either. Alright, where have I got room? Back to the drawing board. If they can't go right... Yeah, basically what we're missing is the ability for them to get onto the roundabout in order to take this right turn. Which isn't great, is it? Is it? No, it's not. The other alternative, of course, is something a little bit more straightforward. It requires quite an aggressive turn. And I'm not sure that I can even do it at this angle. Let's try it. In fact, I'd be surprised if I could pull it off. Basically, I just want a little service road here. Just to flip round onto the other carriageway. And in the real world, so dangerous. But in this virtual simulated world, no one will really care. What about going over... Come on, look. Now, obviously, if you're building one of these yourself, all of this kind of behaviour is quite a lot more straightforward if you do it while... before you've put the roof on. It looked like it might do it there. What about going up? Because if you go up, then that gives us more options. None of which are great. I apologise for the extreme close-up here. If I can get this to comply, everything will work out rather as intended. What else could I try? I could try starting it a little earlier. Nope. Yeah, so for those of you asking me to put this junction on the workshop, you don't want it yet. It still needs some refining. Let's go as far as there, and then the game will be lovely and just let me do it. Come on, I just want to get these guys on a roundabout. Alright, I think I'm going to have to take that one back to the warehouse and try and figure out how to get it sorted. Anyway, we're now out of the plague, I think. Yeah, we've got a little bit of leftovers in terms of corpse clear up, but for the most part, we're out of that particular drama. What have we got? Electricity production isn't actually showing up. Oh no, here it is. Consumption 790. It's going up all the time because we've got people moving back in. None of these guys have power. Why don't you have power? Look, it shouldn't be that difficult. And next time you choose a house, make sure the electricity works. You bunch of buffoons. There we go. Happy now? There we go. And once people start moving back in there, all being well, we'll see things trotting along. Right, okay, that's going to wrap it up for this time. We're going to I'm going to continue working on this for the next couple of episodes. I want to see this area filled out, and obviously it won't do until we've got some of this residential trauma sorted. Looking at my city now from a bird's eye point of view, I do have a hell of a lot of highway going on, and I wonder if that maybe is part of the problem. Maybe I've been excessive with my highway usage. I mean, you know, the use I have in mind for it is all, you know, terribly noble, but who knows? Anyway, come back for more. There will be more later. We're going to see this industrial stuff building up. And as we fill in all of this lot, it will be a true test of whether these junctions work, which I have to figure out a way of of resolving the flaw that currently exists. So these two roads, not a problem. These two, however, problem. So I'm going to fix that, and I need to put in a more effective junction here. No, scratch that. I need to put a much more effective junction in there. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. All of these are things that people do and that you should as well. And I'll catch up with you very soon. Very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.
Listen.